We've reached the new season, we've got our good money, we're also being headhunted by other teams now. Stuttgart are the latest team to come in for us, and they actually offered me a job interview. They came in for me on the 16th of June. I refused to go to the interview. I want to stay at Budapest Honvéd and make them perhaps the best team in the entire world as we look to try and build the nation of Hungary to be the best country in the world. I asked the board if we can get a new scout to our ranks. They said yes, so I signed Kornegko to join us, and then something else happened. I've been told I can have 3 more scouts at the club, so I'm already looking to get more scouts to sign for us this season. Whether or not we can get them in before the 30th of June remains to be seen. I've not yet made any more signings so far, but Kusura has had a bid that I've turned down for 1.5 million, going up to 2.7 million. He's wanted by Porto now, and that's never a good sign. But I've been working on getting a new signing myself. 3 of them, in fact, and all of them for the single position up front. I'm currently scouting 6 different countries for players between the age of 15 and 19, hoping that we can get some good players in, and I've shortlisted a few of them. But there's always one player that's going to be in my mind for striker because of how good he was and because I showed him off to you guys. I have officially made a bid for Kovacev, and I've had a bid accepted for £2.3 million. Last time I checked, he was not interested in joining for me. But if we could get him to sign, that's great. We have just flown up the European club coefficients ratings by almost 300 positions, so I'm hoping that could be enough to do what he wants, to get ourselves recognised at a European level, because we're now one of the best teams in Europe. Hungary is now the 17th best league in the entirety of Europe, and we're now 106th in the world after making 18 points last year, having gotten to the round of 16 of the Europa League. We're slowly but surely making our way up here, and I'm hoping that what we've done will help us get up amongst these teams sooner rather than later. Whether it takes this year or next year to do it, I don't know, but I've made my move, and I've made a bid for 2 other strikers as well. Yenny said Strubek is another player that we've got our eye on. We've actually had a bid set of £4.5 million for this guy. He's also wanted by a lot of teams. Arsenal, Aston Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, West Ham, PSG, Milan, Inter, Juventus, Napoli, Man United and Porto are all looking at him as well. He would be in our first choice team right now if we get him. I have not gone to contract talks with either this guy or our Bulgarian targets, but I have made a bid for Dragan Mladenovic, which has been accepted, of £650,000. We've already hashed out a contract. He actually has more interest in joining us than he does Brighton, which tells me that he's a good striker, but also tells me that maybe he's not as good as I think he is. But at the same time, I'm excited for him too, so we're hopefully going to get people like him to sign for us in the future. He would be an upgrade as well on Ziganic regardless though. If I was to compare Ziganic to every one of those strikers, this might not be pretty, because, yeah, Ziganic is only best in some areas in the technicals, compared to Dragan. Mentals, he's not as good either, and physicals, he's completely outclassed. And then we compare him to the other 2 strikers, and it's even less of a contest. It's kind of bad. It shows you just how much he overperformed last year to get his 33 goals, but there you go. And yeah, you can see why I'm looking at this guy thinking, I want to sign this guy. And yeah, they're all upgrades compared to Ziganic, who I bought for just £55,000. So hopefully we can make a good signing in the striker position, and hopefully all 3 strikers are actually interested in talking to me, and I'm not just wasting my time with any of them. I know at least one of them's definitely interested. It's just the other 2 I'm curious about. I will hold fire until I know who I can get to sign for me. But that being said, we do need to get a new centre-back. Apart from Kusura and Tamas coming in, we need to strengthen the area. The reason I'm getting this striker is because I've literally been told by people I want to sign, yeah, you need to strengthen that position or we're not signing for you. So that's the reason why we're doing it. And I will need to get some more strength and depth as well, maybe on the wings. But at the same time, it's more like, okay, what can I do with this? What can I do with that? I would like to be able to say we got some talent come through. Whether or not we can convince people to stay or to sign first remains to be seen. Goalkeeping-wise, I don't need a new signing. We're fine there. Whether I need a right back, I don't know, but Lazic is back. Sergio is more of a squad player these days, so he should be good. He does want to leave, but I don't think he's going to be replaced anymore at this point, unless I get a new right back. Left back, I do need a new person to come in, though. I kind of am going to let Ali go for free. He's wanting too much money. I don't want to pay the money he's asking for. DM, we're perfectly fine there. We've got 3 very good players here at this point. And midfield, again, we're really good here. I don't think we need another player to come in anytime soon. With the 4 players, even 5 players that can play in these roles, it makes perfect sense to not need to strengthen. Right winger, definitely considering strengthening. Matthias is asking for too much money. Well, he did ask for too much money. He's now got 6 grand a week, so he was asking for more than that earlier, so I've managed to cut that down to size. And I am looking to get another left winger, even though potentially it's not the area I need to strengthen. Mostly because I don't plan on playing Matthias there. And Zenzemi is on 6.5 grand a week as well. So if we can cut down some of the wages, potentially would be good. But striker, centre-back, left-back are all areas we need to strengthen. And maybe even right wing. I think any area that's not 3-star in these areas, I need to strengthen. So, centre-back, left-back, striker, right wing, all need strengthening. So, let's go find some people to fill those positions, shall we? I will say, though, I actually have found this kid who's only 16. He's not going to sign for me anytime soon because he only turns 17 this year. But I think when he turns 18, he's definitely on my list. I have to wait for that contract to be done. And then a few months later, I think I could start at Christmas, but whether or not I can get him, I don't know, but he's definitely on my list of players I want to get in. That being said, I have this guy on my target, potentially as a white winger, so he would be the person I bring in, and you look at his physicals, you can see why I'm looking at him, and think he could be a star for me. Whether or not he would be amazing for me outright, I don't know, but he's got potential. No one says to want him, but he would be a leading player for our division, so I think I can get him for a good price, I really do, so we might need to look at him sooner rather than later. I could have gone out of the year last year, but I didn't know he existed until this year, so that's just my own fault. I've also got this guy on my list as well, players that we can look at, and he's got potential. Not great right now, but considering the quality of the position, that might not be needed, honestly. We haven't got amazing talent here. Yeah, that's not ideal. Yeah, okay, so Kovacic is not interested in signing for me. He doesn't feel like we're big enough for his ambitions. That's not ideal. We have broken some new records. We've made some good money here. And are they telling me that they're not accepting my offer for this guy? What? They need more time to decide. Have I not made a good call then? Clearly not, apparently. I feel a bit infuriated by this. Was my deal of £4.5 million not enough? Oh, I'm also scouting a lot of teams in a good part of the country because of the under 21 Euros, and I'm looking at some people that are in the teams, and I think, oh my word, there's some good talent here. I looked at the under 19s team, and apparently all this talent came up, so yeah, it says a lot. This guy, for example, came up, and I'm looking at him thinking he could be amazing. It's just a shame he's got no interest in signing for us, isn't it? That being said, they would want no contribution to the wages. That's hilarious to me. Okay, I might do that. I have seen this guy who's available for £2 million, and he's had offers from PSG, Hamburg, and Juventus. So I'm going to try my luck with this. I doubt I'll be able to get him, though if I can get it for £2 million, that would be amazing. Apparently he's a bit overpriced, but if I can get him, I can get him. Of course, I up the price now. No. Here's the thing. We're going to do that instead. No. You know what? Screw it. 2.1. 2. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I don't see us. Oh my god, I'm not paying that wages. No. Not those wages at all. Absolutely not. Bugger. Yeah, I thought this might happen. So this guy's not going to be on my list, is he? The fact he's suddenly got all these offers from this bigger teams is saying a lot. The fact my offer is still the biggest offer, though, says it all. So I think I got a chance. even if I don't have the best of chances now. I have a feeling this might happen though, so that's a shame. I should mention this, but the first game we'll have of the season, which will be the next video, is going to be against either the New Saints or Grazera United from Malta. So I don't know how this is going to go. I know for certain we should be winning the game. I just don't know who our opponents are going to be. So I think it will be the New Saints, but I think we can beat either team regardless. So it's just a matter of who we get, not what we get, effectively, isn't it? So it's interesting that we got one of those two teams this time around, and we've got a better draw. I guess it must be because of the fact our coefficients is higher that we're not going to get the harder draw now, hopefully. I'm just hoping and clutching at straws at this point, but that's nice, potentially, that we got the opportunity here. But either way, it's good to know that we had a nicer draw this time than we got with Sparta Prague. So hopefully we can get to the league phase of the Champions League this year and do good things here, because that would be ideal for me. It really would. So far this year, we are expected to be in second place. Again, we have some decent players, but Fanfars are expected to be the champions this year. They did sack their manager at the beginning of the year, so they have no manager right now. And there was actually talk about them being taken over by Tycoon of all things. But there you go. We've actually got more money than they do right now, which I think says a lot that we got more money. The wage budget of £325,000. The fact we could probably match that if we really wanted to. Well, we can't really match that, but the fact we've got more money in the overall balance says it all. And I think that they are not as good as they think they are, at least in terms of financial backing. Whereas with wages, absolutely, they absolutely obliterate us. But I think in the future, we can beat them and become the best team outright. But we are the second best team overall. They have Conference League action next year, so there you go. But the fact that this team got promoted and won the Cup last year really sums up everything, doesn't it, really? We're in the Champions League, and this team's in the Europa League. Whether or not they can do good things, I don't know, but they won the Cup, so they earned the right to be there. It was their third Cup win, so yeah, fair enough. They're expected to be ninth place this year, but at least they earned the right to be in European competitions, so it's not like they don't deserve to be here, even if they're not particularly good. But now our league is the 22nd best league in all Europe. We're still behind the championship, which is not ideal, but we're slowly but surely making our league a better league, which is nice to say the least. Either way though, what I'm going to be doing is ending this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video, and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.